And while I'm here at the chat box, let me use my Felitone to see if we're actually streaming. I have gotten no notifications yet. So that's a bad start.
Oh, well.
Let me just... Well, I gotta make sure we are before I even...
I can go to the Twitch and check.
Testing. Oh, there. We're on YouTube. There we are. Hello.
Ah, cool.
Are we on Twitch? Oh, there we go.
Hooray!
Testing. Sounds good. All right. Look, everything's working. It's great. QuickNav is now on, so I go to chat. Easy.
Oh, there
easy. Okay.
Wait, one sec.
What?
There you go. I had to do it. Yeah.
Oh, I should probably tell the Discord that I'm streaming. Fuck. See, this is why I had the bot. We made the bot, and then I was like, the bot's not personal enough. It just says the same thing every time I go live. And then after I left Philly, I was like, well, we're back to only streaming once a week. The bot was mainly because we were streaming every day, and I didn't want to write a notification every day. I just, like, whenever we went live, I wanted
you want me to type it in? I could do that.
Well, no, you don't have privileges to do it.
Ah, okay.
I should change that because you're streaming with us now.
Yes.
And yeah, I should change that. Also, you should change your... You know, you can, like, change your nickname in each server.
Oh, yeah.
In the GNG community server, I would change your name to GNG Allison.
Okay.
Just GNG all caps and then A all caps, but no space.
The community server?
Yeah, and then I can put you as a mod. And then
I'm going to do that right now before I forget.
Okay. I mean, I have Discord open. I can probably go figure this out myself. GNG community.
Edit user profile. Do I edit? No, I wouldn't edit user profile. How do I give myself a nickname? I actually forget.
Edit server profile?
Oh, it is that. Okay. So it only change it here, I guess?
Yeah, it'll only change it in that server.
Okay.
Doo-doo.
There doesn't seem to be... Oh, there it is. I think... Profile banner... No, I just want to change the name. I'll look it up right after the stream.
Yeah.
I'll be able to find it. Yeah, actually, whenever I played D&D with Alex and Ryan, I think Hunter changed it.
Okay, I did send a notification. You get no typing feedback when you're using Discord on Mac, so you have to do it all correctly in one shot. So hopefully I did that, right?
Let's see.
But,
I love hearing you play.
Hey, look, there's Shad. Hello, Shad.
Hey!
Basic music theory. Oh, God, you like no music also, so you're going to be critiquing me.
Cool, I get to learn more. And I get to laugh at Ryan's suffering. Yes,
Play
Ryan
251, fine. Here. How about a 251 with tritone substitution, like...
My brain already hurts.
Hey, I know jazz. Look, I learned how to do this week. It's jazz!
I love jazz. Jazz is great. Thanks, soul.
So yeah, we're doing
time.
music theory, and I'm using Allison as a student.
Yeah, well,
I've never
I've always
taught
wanted to learn
anyone
piano.
anything in my life, so I don't know.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. I mean, for me, as long as you're having fun and I'm having fun, it's a good time. That's what matters.
How's the lick go? There, everyone subscribe now. I played the lick.
But you said there was a test. Or a placement test.
How meta are we going? Well, what's meta mean? I mean, to you, I don't know. Hey, Allison. Hey, hi.
Hi.
Do you know what a note is?
Yes. That is a note.
How would you define
Any keys.
a note in words?
I would say like a certain pitch, played on the keyboard.
Okay, so yeah, a note just being one individual sound.
Yes.
And technically, scientifically, a single note is made of several harmonic overtones. Dude, if you take music theory, you learn all sorts of physics and shit. It's obnoxious.
Cool.
I don't know, mate.
Like, again, I think this will be fun because we can use music that both of us actually like instead of boring school music. So that'll be fun.
What's great about my class is you always get an A. An A for Anyway.
Actually, no, today for R as in frustration.
Do you know
And
what
our
a
initials.
chord is, Allison?
Yes, 2 or more
Yeah.
notes.
You're right. All right. Play me a C.
Oh, sorry.
That's
That is middle C on my
middle C.
keyboard. I
Oh my
think.
god, look, we're on the same page. Middle C.
I like me the middle C.
Do you know what a sharp or a flat is?
Yes, that would be the black keys. And
Okay.
they're defined whether they're sharp or flat by, if they're in front of, say, if they're after the key, it's a sharp, and if they're before the key, it's a sharp. So this one is both a C sharp, D flat.
Right. And that is called enharmonic. Enharmonic.
What does the N mean?
I don't fucking know. An
You're the
enharmonic.
teacher, you should
Well,
know.
enharmonic being all right. Here, I'll describe it in a way that makes sense, but I'm just gonna keep reading chat while I do that. 2 notes is an interval. Well, fucking chat. Fine.
I love
I was
this.
gonna
It's
get
so
to
fun.
intervals, but
I'm already having fun.
I didn't expect somebody to show up in chat and fucking tell me.
Oh, I'm having such a good time, and we're like 3 minutes into this.
Right.
Yay.
What was I doing? Oh, enharmonic. Okay.
Yes.
So, if you were to play a G scale, a G major scale, right? How would you spell the notes? Spell is just a fancy way of say. What would you call each note? Like, tell me a G major scale from start to finish. Just say the notes out loud. You could play them too if you want. Great. Now, what are those notes if you were to say them out loud?
C, D, E,
No.
F, G.
A G scale. G major.
G.
I'm
I don't think I know the
zeroing
G
in.
scale.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
Unfortunately, I only know the C scale.
That's fine. That's okay. We're here to learn.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's the "we're here to learn" tune. I like that.
Okay. So the problem with scales is really only major and minor scales are common. That's I'm lying to you, but pretend I'm not. They're the important ones. So,
Yeah.
but scales are made up of a series of whole and half steps, obviously. So whereas, and this is laid out very easily on piano because of the distribution of black and white keys. So there's no white keys that are sharps or flats, unless you're talking about enharmonics, which we're not ready to talk about, but we'll get there. I wanted to see if we were ready to talk about that. So a C scale is obviously where you start when it comes to a major key and you're learning piano because it's all white keys.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow, white keys.
I believe I did learn the G scale at some point. I do like that. Like my muscles are we remember playing it, but we don't remember it.
Yes, Shad, I'm going to talk about what a diatonic scale means. That
I've heard that
knowing
one.
what diatonic scales are is the like cornerstone of understanding how to play a song on a deeper level than like learning the notes off of YouTube. And that's
Got
kind
it.
of my end goal with Allison is to
Yeah.
get her to understand if something is in F major, why there will always be a B flat.
Okay.
But
I'm having so much
we have
fun.
to work up to that point.
I'd love to learn.
Where was it?
I'm back at
Oh, yeah.
school again. It's the
So-
best. And it's free.
I think that's the biggest learning curve to start off is to memorize the intervals in a major scale and the intervals in a minor scale and being able to transpose them. But there's tricks to these things, which is good. The big thing you have to remember with a major scale is it's, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. And that
Okay,
holds
so-
true for every key, but it's easier to learn than that. But I need you to understand that pattern.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes. Okay. So whole half. Whole half.
No,
Actually, no. Sorry.
that's the half.
Yeah. It's like whole half. No. Whole half. Brain.
No, wait, yeah. Whole half. The F is a half step. There's no black key there.
Yes. Yeah.
Whole, and then half step.
Okay. Got
And
it.
I want you to like that's your big homework is to just keep that pattern in mind. I need you to understand that pattern. But I'm gonna make it easier.
Ooh, that's really handy actually. It's three. At least by my math, it's 3 whole steps, a half step, and then 3 more whole steps and a half step. That's easy to remember.
Well, yeah, I mean that's musically you would call it 2 whole steps and a half step and then 3 whole steps because you wouldn't really count.
Oh yeah, you don't count the first key. Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of don't. I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
Anyway, I'm
Yeah,
going to teach
it-
you how to easily learn major scales and kind of about harmonics at the same time. We're going to see if this makes sense. So there's like so many. 'Cause music is like math, and math has all these patterns and things that
Yes.
just sort of end up making sense somehow, and I don't really
Yeah,
know why. But
apparently people who are really good at math are usually also really good at music.
so one of the things in music, and there's no order or curriculum here, so please do not critique my strategy.
That is okay. I'm here to have fun and learn shit.
So in the world of
And spend
major
time with-
keys, there's a circle. It's the circle of fifths. I'm glad these are
Yay.
VODs because you could just watch it again and then be like, what's that term? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's why I recorded my classes in school. If I fell asleep.
Exactly. So here's how you learn major scales. Ready? So here's a C. Now, what's 5 notes up from C? And in music, you always count the note you start on when you're counting intervals
Okay.
like that.
So now are we counting half notes?
No halves. I'm talking major
Oh,
keys,
steps.
major
Steps.
scales here.
Got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So G.
That's a G. Yes. Now, for every fifth you move around the circle, you're adding a sharp. And the sharp that you add is a half step below the new key. So
Below,
now
okay.
you have an F
Okay.
sharp on your scale. So if you were to play a G major scale, the same as a C major scale, but when you get to F, you press an F sharp, now you're playing a G major scale.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No?
No?
It'll be the 7th note of the scale, the second to last
Oh,
note.
okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All
Then
white keys until the
see.
F.
do I go backwards?
No. You're not there yet.
Oh, I keep going forward. Okay.
Yeah. You did it. You played a G major scale.
Oh, okay. That's so what I was initially doing was G major scale.
That's a G major scale. Oh, wait. No, you started from C. Wait.
Yeah.
No, we're on G. We're in G now.
Oh, okay. Start on G. Okay.
We're in G now. We're playing a G major scale. No, see. God damn it! I feel like I missed a step, and now it's showing on you, and that's me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem. That's okay.
Let's start over. Let's start
Yeah.
over, and I'll try to pretend that I have perfect pitch, which I don't, and that's why I fucked up there. So,
because I understand the like back to the F. I think where I got confused because we went 5 notes, from C to G.
yeah, but then you started on a C again, and I didn't realize you did. So let's just start over, clean slate.
Okay.
So we're on a
Cool.
C. We got our C major scale. It's all white keys. It has the pattern that you need to like get in your head, but it's important. And just knowing what a major scale sounds like is important, because that'll tell you if you hit a wrong note. Now again, 5 up from C, we got G, right? Now we're in G. Let's not go. We're not going back to C anymore. We have moved to the next rung of the circle. When you move to the next rung of the circle, you're adding a sharp. The sharp will always be a half step below.
Oh, below. Okay.
So that's
okay. So I'm starting on this note.
You're not starting on that note. But when you play the scale, which is a G major scale, that's where we are, you will include that note instead of the regular F.
Okay.
So start on G, play the G major scale, and keep in mind, we now have a sharp. That sharp is F sharp.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, fingers. Neat. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's the 7th note, like I said. Except you were starting on C before, and I wasn't listening. So that's me. Don't worry about that.
But hey, we figured it out. Yeah.
So why is it F sharp and not G flat? This is something that professors failed to say the right way until they eventually did, and I was like, gotcha.
So I was always told they had 2 names.
They do have 2 names, but it matters which one you use.
Oh.
And the reason they have 2 names is because tuning was different hundreds of years ago, and oh my god, please don't. You used to have an F sharp and a G flat key. They would be like behind each other. Fucking stupid, right?
Maybe we should add another Ryan award for the specific stream, which is like history tangent or something,
Yes, that is exactly what I'm about to say, Shad. The trick is that if you have a major scale, if you're going from G to G, the alphabet, of course, G, A, B, C, D, whatever.
Yeah, that's the alphabet.
Shut the fuck up. We are in music now. Your English holds no ground here.
I know, I'm joking.
What
Everyone
I'm trying to say
A, B, C, D, G, F.
Fuck. What I'm trying to say is, please let me finish. What I'm trying to say is you will always have one of each letter. So you can't have a G flat in a G scale. You already have a regular G. And if you have a G flat, you can't have an F anywhere. So the scale has to go in alphabetical order. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. It can't be E, G flat, G, because then you got 2 Gs, and that's too many Gs and not enough Fs. So that's what enharmonic spelling is.
So does that mean what you call the black keys depends on what scale you're in?
It does, and it also depends on what key you're in. Major keys, they have sharps. Usually.
Okay, so does that mean if you're looking at the sheet music, you can like narrow down what scale you're in by the sharps and the flats?
Yeah, because when you look at a key signature, it'll tell you this key has 2 sharps. It doesn't even have to tell you the letter. You'll know what key has 2 sharps because you'll know how the circle of fifths works. So what key does have 2 sharps? What key does have 2 sharps? Well, we learned that G has 1 sharp.
Yes.
We're in the circle of fifths. If we move 5 up from G...
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's A. Let's see. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
5.
You were on G. No, that's F.
Okay. For some reason, my brothers... Okay, now we're on F.
No. We're starting on G.
Yeah.
I need the 5th note up.
Now that's counting G.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're on D now.
We are on D now. So, Allison, what sharp are we adding?
So let's see. So it's and we will see. So it's full step.
No, not even with the pattern. Don't worry about the pattern, because I told you already what sharp we add. Do you remember? It's always a half step below the new key.
Oh, right. Okay, so C.
Exactly. So we're adding a C sharp now to our D scale. Now, when we start on D and play the major scale, we have 2 sharps. The F sharp, which we got from G, and the C sharp, which we got from D. So the new scale, D, E, we got our F sharp, because it's got to follow the alphabet. G natural, regular G. A natural, regular A. B natural, regular B. C sharp, because that's the new sharp we added. And D. Congrats, you now know a D major scale.
Cool. Now, something that I'm not fully understanding. How do you know, like, is it like how do you know how many sharps and flats you're going to have depending on the scale? Just by knowing the piano?
Sorry, say that again. I was reading chat.
Because I get the fact that you can't have two of the same letter.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you know from what your starting note is, how many sharps and flats you're going to have?
Well, we're talking only about major keys, right? So in D major, you always know that it's an F sharp and a C sharp. That doesn't change. And the circle of fifths, when it comes to major, it always starts from C, So D is the 3rd note of the circle. So you already know which sharps to add by then. So it's just a matter of getting used to the circle, to the point, if you're in an orchestra or whatever and you're looking at a sheet music, you're already a professional. You know that when there's 2 sharps in your key, you're starting in D, because D is the key with 2 sharps. D major is, we're talking about major keys, and major keys are the most important, major and minor. So it's important to know our way around major keys.
And the circle is the steps, right?
The circle of fifths is moving in fifths. It's not in steps. It's moving in fifths. The circle starts with C. C. We're moving in fifths. C, G, D, A, E. So
I'm a bit confused on what a fifth is.
I'm talking about intervals. I'm talking about the 5th note from whatever note you're starting on.
Okay.
We're not talking about half steps here. This is all major scales.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be a B.
Oh, well,
yeah, an A.
Yeah, that's an A.
Yeah.
So you just keep going up the scale. Although when you just played that right now, you played an F natural, but I know you weren't.
Yeah, I'm just counting.
Yeah. But that does become important once you round the circle enough. Let me see when this starts. Because you got A, you got E, you got B, right? You got, and then after B, we start actually going to sharp. So it matters when you're moving around the circle that you're always you're using the proper major scale patterns. Going from D to A, it doesn't really matter if you hit an F sharp or an F natural. You're still going to land on A. That's 5 notes up from D. But eventually around the circle, you're going to get to a point where it would matter. But that's, it's not super important for you to know that. It's just a fact.
Okay, so let me just review. I want to make sure I understand everything correctly. So every major chord, you have every major scale.
Yeah,
every major scale. Yeah, wrong word. Every major scale, you know.
I'm
what
not
the
telling her
sharp
about double sharps right now. Shut.
Not yet. I am reviewing in my brain. So every major scale, the sharp that you're going to have is a half step below the starting note. So you got the C sharp and all that.
And C doesn't matter. C is just your starting. There's no sharps in C major. You know this. It's all white keys. So don't worry about C. You got it.
Yeah, so I want to test something this because let's see, because it's full step, half step. So full step,
You gotta make sure you're starting from the
full
right note.
step. Yeah, well, I'm testing it with the D. So
Okay.
let's see. So full step,
Mhm.
half step, and full step, right?
Right. That's our new key. That's A. That's 5 up from D. You're always
And
counting
then
the first note.
yeah, because I'm still like I understand that a D that a D scale has 2 sharps.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out why. Yeah, I'm doing the steps.
Right.
Let's see. So we end there, and then do we start over? So it'd be a full step. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be a full step again. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So how do you know when? Oh, okay. I guess.
It's because the sharps carry over from the last thing we were doing. So because G
Yeah.
always has an F sharp, we know that the D scale is also always going to have an F sharp. And we added the C sharp because that's what D adds to the table, you know? That's the second sharp. So
Wait, you add scales together?
well,
Or like the sharps?
you add sharp. Yeah, the sharps carry over into each new key. That's why G major always has one sharp. When you see one sharp in the key signature, you know you're playing in G major. G major is the scale that has one sharp,
Okay.
and that sharp is an F sharp.
So like if we're going in terms of scales having more and more sharps,
Mm-hmm.
what's the order? Because we started in G and then we went down to D.
You didn't go down to D, you went up to D, because that's a
Oh,
fifth
up to
away.
D. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. So do you always start in G? Oh wait, no. Okay. So yeah. So the C scale has none.
Yeah.
Then the G scale has 1.
Right.
The D scale has 2.
Yep.
Okay. So that means the E scale is gonna have 3.
Well, the A scale.
Or yeah, I see.
Because we're going 5 from D now. We're always
Yeah.
carrying over.
Oh, that's so cool.
So,
Okay.
what sharp does the A scale add?
Okay, that it would add the
Yeah.
G sharp.
There you go. So now we have 3
Cool.
sharps. We have the F sharp from G. We have the C sharp from D. And we have the G sharp from A. So when we play an A major scale, we know which sharps we need to play. We know which keys are not going to be white keys.
Yeah, okay, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yep.
7,
Yep.
8. 8.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and for Shad, yes, this is why, generally speaking, when you're learning theory, you want to learn it on a piano. Because a lot of this stuff is really
makes
tricky
sense.
to apply to the neck of a guitar or the valves of a trumpet. But it's so, like piano, there's no barrier here. The keys are laid out specifically for you to understand this stuff.
Piano makes sense.
It's great.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. I'm understanding things.
So after A, 5 up from A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's E. What sharp does E add?
The D sharp.
D sharp, exactly. So now we have the F sharp from G, we have the C sharp from D, we have the G sharp from A, and we have a D sharp for E. So now we have 4 sharps in the key.
Okay, so that would be E,
Mhm.
F sharp, G sharp,
Exactly.
A,
Yep.
B,
Mm-hmm.
C sharp,
Yeah. There's the
D
new
sharp,
one. The new one, D sharp,
E.
right? Right to E. Exactly.
Good fingers. Ryan, you good teacher.
Am I? Fuck. Cool.
Yes. Yes, you are.
And then up from E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have B.
Oh yeah, B.
B natural.
Okay, here, let's go down here.
What sharp does B add?
B would add the A sharp.
Exactly. Now, we have every black key in our major
Yeah, I was about to say,
scale.
well, we're getting there
We
eventually.
got every black key in our major scale. Fuck, I can't even play it right! Ignore that. That didn't happen. I can play a fucking B scale. There we go.
Let's see what.
You're missing the E natural.
Oh, let's see. Oh yeah. There we go.
Which again, it's important that we call these sharps because we have B natural, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. Every letter of the alphabet is equally represented. It's amazing.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. So,
but now it gets really fucking awkward.
no, let's see. I want to test something. So let's see. So when we're going the circle of the five, what do you call them? Five.
Hold on 1 second, Allison.
Okay.
Curai Boo. Hello, welcome to the chat.
Oh, hi.
Yes.
Alex is teaching me piano.
What's it? My name's not Alex.
Or Ryan.
Hi, my name's Ryan. I'm the one who's breathing.
Yeah. I'm sure Alex is with either of us and just like critiquing you.
Fuck. What's that? Lydian? Yeah,
okay,
that is
so
Lydian. I fucking love Lydian, by the way. Best mode.
So let's see. So it's C, then G, then D.
Mm-hmm.
What's 5 step ups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then A.
That's A. But by the way, I know you're not trying to play the scales right. You're just counting. But please get in the habit when you're practicing to play up the proper major scales while you're trying.
Yeah. Well, my first goal was to memorize in what order they are.
The fifths are. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because that's the way then I'll be able to memorize them. That's what I was just. So we go from A to G to D to is it to A after that? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then to A, and then let's see. Okay. Then to E, and then to B. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, fun fact. You know how the left side of an accordion is?
Yes.
You know all the little pegs?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the pegs are organized in the circle of fifths.
Oh,
so
cool.
When you're playing an accordion, the rows of pegs, the columns of pegs are organized by chord, or maybe it's the rows. It depends if you're looking at it horizontally or vertically. And then the other way is the circle of fifths. And that's kind of done because if you're going the opposite way, they're fourths. Fifths are backwards fourths. And that makes it really easy to play chord progressions where you're going. Because all those pegs would be right next to each other. And that's a lot of accordion bass line,
Okay, so let's see. I just want to make sure. So it's C, G, D, A, E, B.
Yeah.
Yes. And okay. Good brain. Good brain.
Let me just chat stuff.
C, G, D, A, B. Or A, E, B. C, G, D, A, E, B.
I mean, it would sound like this.
Neat.
That's what fifths sound like. They're very
They're pretty
ambiguous. We should talk about intervals.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason that they're very ambiguous sounding. All right. So, how do I teach intervals? All right. So, intervals. 2 notes played against each other. Like this. Or like this.
Dissonance.
Yes.
I think, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every type of 2-note relationship has a name for whatever reason. I mean, it makes it easy to talk about music, so I guess it's worth it. But it's a lot of remembering. So, and this is what this is why you take ear training, because you get to learn inherently what every interval sounds like and be able to identify them and why they do what they do. So, let's see. How do we start? Okay. If I were to play a C and I were to play a C, and I were to play them together, that's just an octave.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's an octave. I know that's an
Yes.
octave. It's an octave.
8 is the German word for 8.
Exactly. So I guess I'm just gonna go in order, and I'm not gonna lie, it's memorizing a little bit.
Okay. Dude, I'm intermediate in both in ASL and German. I'm good at memorizing things.
I could start with fifths and fourths. I'm just gonna do them in order because I don't know. Why not?
Okay.
I'm gonna play C and the D flat right above it. Gross. But it's not always gross. That's all about context. You think this is gross? Oh, that sounds nice. Guess what's on the top of that chord? A big old dummy thing. But it sounds nice. This sounds nice. It's right in the middle of the chord. That sounds nice. It's all about context. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm just telling you.
Is there anything inherent about steps or just general music math that makes that will make you go that'll sound nice or that won't sound nice?
I feel like music theory is the journey from having wrong notes to realizing that there's no such thing as wrong notes.
That's very poetic. That's similar to writing in that way.
I don't know if I should start. I'm going to just do them in order. I don't know if this is a good or bad way to do it. But anyway,
at least they'll be easy to memorize.
We're stacking 2 half steps right against each other. That's called a minor second.
No, that's a C and C sharp.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a C and C sharp. I'm just talking in general. I'm going to keep using C as my reference point. It doesn't matter. 2 notes that are direct. This interval of a half step is called a minor second.
Okay.
Okay. And that's kind of something you have to know.
So, is there anything to the name?
Well, if you were to play a whole step directly next to each other, C and D is what I'm using, but it does not matter as long as it's a whole step. That's a major second. So we needed a term for the dissonant version and the non-dissonant version, right?
Okay.
Not to say this isn't that much less dissonant, but again, it's all a matter of context. It's like, that's not very dissonant, but it does have this in it, you know? But that's a major second. A whole step is a major second. These 2 intervals, not super important to know right off the bat.
What was the half step one again?
That's a minor second.
Minor second.
Major second.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Minor second, major second. The next 2 intervals are very important. This is a minor third. It is a step and a half.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds like that.
It is the first 2 notes of a minor chord. It's a minor third. You'll know it's a minor third because you're playing the first note of a minor scale, the third note of a minor scale. I haven't taught you the pattern of a minor scale yet, so it's not as important yet.
Well, let's see. That tells me that the first bit is a step and a half, so that's good.
Yeah, well, the third note. It's a minor third. The next interval, that's a major third. Now, you should know that. It's a major scale.
Okay, so if there's a black note, it's a minor. If it's 2 white notes, it's a major. Or keys, brain.
Sorry, say that again. I'm reading chat.
So I'm assuming except for maybe because there's it's a half step between E and F that for every other and I guess A or B and C as well. That every time you have a black key involved, it's a minor, and when there's no black key involved, it's a major. Except for those 2 exceptions with the.
You're almost right. You're almost right.
Cool.
You're almost right. Because fourths and fifths don't really have correlation to a minor or major feeling. I don't know if that makes sense. But if I were to play a fifth, that doesn't give you the information of whether you're playing a minor chord or a major chord, because as you'll notice when I teach you the minor scale pattern, I guess I fucking should have done that first, that both minor and major scales have the same fourth and fifth note. So just playing a fourth interval, so I'm playing C and F here, but any fourth interval will be fine. Or playing a fifth interval, C and G, they don't tell you enough. And that is why they're called perfect intervals. This is a perfect fourth. This is a perfect fifth. And in between those two, we have the devil note, the augmented fourth, diminished fifth. It's
now, what would be what is the devil note in this?
Well, it's the interval.
what
it's not playing? A devil note. It's just the interval creates this dissonance that was once thought to be satanic. Because it's the most like uneasy noise, I guess, out of all the intervals.
And what notes are you playing right now?
I'm playing C and F sharp.
C and F sharp.
Right in between your perfect fourth and your perfect fifth, you have this monstrosity. Musicians call this the tritone. I actually don't know why. I'd have to look that up. Mm-hmm. But that's called the tritone. So instead of calling it an augmented fourth or a diminished fifth, it's much easier to just use the term. It's a tritone. That's the tritone. Maybe Shad knows. Shad, do you know why it's called the tritone?
Yeah.
Hey, look, he wrote, also known as a tritone. Look at him. Same fucking page. Well, do you know why it's called a tritone? Because I don't remember. I'm sure I was told at one point. It's a gross sound. But, like everything, it's not always a gross sound. Just kind of depends.
But why don't we go over the minor scale?
Fine.
And I think all this will make more sense.
You can learn the pattern from a minor scale by playing all the white keys starting from A. That's a minor scale.
Okay, so that would be whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. Let's see, whole step, or no, whole step. Wait, yeah, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step.
Whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. Whole, half, whole, half, whole. Or, whole, yeah.
Whole, half, whole,
half, whole. It's a little less easy to remember, but you can always refer to A minor to remember.
Yeah, well, that's like, once we're done with this, I'm going to jot these down using the C and the A, just to make sure I get it right. But okay.
It's probably a tritone because of two whole tones.
Whole.
I don't even know what that means, me.
Half.
Three whole tones. I don't know, mate.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So it's one whole, half, 1, 2, half, 1, 2. Okay. So yeah. So if we're going in terms of like how many whole steps the what's the word A? My brain says chord, but I know it's not.
Or interval?
The scale. That's the word. The A scale has. Yeah. It's so that you keep adding a whole step between each half step. Because it starts at 1, then you break for the half step. Then 2, break for the half step, and 1, 2.
1, 2.
Actually, yeah.
So then you're back at A, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's 1 whole step, half step, 2 whole steps.
2 half steps. Yeah, I
two
know a whole
half
tone
steps
is 2 half steps, but a tritone is farther away than that.
But that makes sense.
Don't mind me and Shad having a discourse in the back.
Yeah, that is okay. I'm memorizing stuff.
There's another circle for minor scales, just like there is for major scales. It is harder to remember, though. It's the circle of fourths, not fifths. And it's I know how to teach you it, but I don't think it's worth doing right now.
Okay, that's fair.
Because we're dealing with basically two circles at once, and like you can learn it, but I don't know.
Well, I could probably teach that myself because you did say that the fourth is the fifth backwards.
Yeah, but when you're playing minor scales, we're adding flats now, not sharps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
yeah.
Sure, but the flat you add isn't as intuitive as just a half step below the the note you land on. It's a completely different set of flats you're adding.
Oh, one sec. My phone isn't ringing.
Okay.
It is nobody. Go away.
Cool.
Now, something I'm curious about because it's been forever since I've actually read sheet music. Read sheet music.
Same.
Do they tell you like do they tell you right at the beginning of the piece how many sharps and flats there are?
That's like what a key signature is. A key signature is the bit of notation on the paper. And
that makes sense.
To understand it even more, so like I was saying, let me just make sure there's no chat. There is chat. I didn't read your correction. I'm sorry, Shad. I'm trying to do like that. 3 whole tones. 3 whole tones. You're right. It is 3 whole tones. That's exactly right. So 6 half steps. Yes, got you. We're on. I got you. We're good. I get you. What was I saying? About key signatures when they're written out. So, for example, if, like I said, if the key signature shows you that there are 2 sharps, you know you're playing in D major, right? And that's why, they don't have to put a sharp sign when they're notating Fs in the piece, because your brain should already know that's going to be a sharp.
Yeah.
Let me give you a better example.
Okay. No, you don't need to. That makes example. Yeah, makes all sense.
But if you were, obviously you can write whatever you want in music because we've moved past the, religion doesn't dominate music theory anymore. So you can write whatever you want. Hello. Yes, it's great. So if you're if you're in D major, right, you can still have a regular F. But since it's not in your key signature, that's why on sheet music, they would have to notate that individual F as a natural. So they'd have to put the natural sign on it.
Oh, okay.
And that's what an accidental is. That's what the word accidental means.
It means you're going away from the scale.
Exactly. So if you're in C and there's no sharps, and for some reason they want an F sharp in the key, they'd have to put the sharp sign next to the note, and that's an accidental. So that's what that.
That's so cool.
It's Derwin. I'm getting rid. Nikki Pun is gone forever. Nikki's gone. Please be happy with what you have.
Yeah, hopefully I'm good enough, because we did lose 2 people and we only got 1.
Andrew's not here either. Derwin, I can't help you. I can't customize the rewards to every stream for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one for myself, so hopefully that'll be up soon. I am pondering, because I like the rewards. They fun. But Ryan's doing a very good job. This is very fun.
So the reason I started teaching you intervals is because I was talking about how the circle of fifths sounds weird.
Yes.
And that's because, like I said, a fifth interval is called a perfect fifth. It does not give you major or minor information. So when you stack them up, they sound really ambiguous and weird.
But I guess if you have a D, if you're on D scale and you do the fifth, then that'll tell you, right?
No, it's still a perfect fifth.
No, yeah.
Intervals don't care about your key. I was just using C because why not? It's easy. We understand C.
Would this tell you anything? The C sharp, F sharp, and D?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It would. I mean, it's not the most cohesive grouping of notes, but 3 notes is a chord.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, would it tell you? Like, would it tell you the scale right off the bat? Because
maybe. I don't know. That's a pretty ambiguous group of notes. It's not like it could be D major. It could be A major. Could be a few things. That's something where you would probably want to know you'd want to know the key before. I mean, you would never hear those grouping of notes and be like, "What key is this in?"
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, but I want to test something. Let's see. So, okay. So let's see. So let's see what. Okay, so it has an F.
What are we playing?
So then, the Song of Time, because it's not an F sharp, so that means it can't be in the key of D. Or could it? Oh, wait a minute.
This is a bad song for you to be trying to do this with.
Yeah. Okay, actually, here's a better one. Huh.
Do you want the answer to what key Song of Time is in? Because I got bad news. I got bad news. It's not in major or minor.
No,
you're trying to analyze a Nintendo song.
Well, the last one was from an anime.
The answer is the Song of Time is in D Dorian.
Ooh,
yeah,
Dorian. Is that a fruit?
Durian is a fruit.
Oh.
Dorian is the name of my piano teacher in high school. It's also the name of a musical mode. What a convenient name.
I bet he knew what. I bet his parents knew what he did.
Maybe. Anyway, Dorian is what allows you to have that be natural.
Oh.
But fucking, we're gonna talk about modes? I don't think so. Not yet. Modes are relatively easy to learn because you can start from any white key and play all white keys, and that's a mode. The problem is transposing that pattern to other keys requires you to just know what you're doing. So if you were to play D all the way to D with just white notes, that's not major, it's not minor, that's Dorian.
Okay.
And there's a mode for every note. You know, E is Phrygian, F is Lydian, G is Mixolydian.
So you think F would be Phrygian, but
A is Aeolian or minor, which is called minor. B is Locrian. No one ever uses Locrian. Doesn't sound very good. And C is Ionian or major. Fun fact, Mother 3, good video game. It's a group of characters called the Magypsies. All of their names are musical modes. Ionia, Doria, Phrygia, Mixolydia.
Oh, I love that.
Yep. So that's where that comes from.
That's fun.
But major and minor is the important ones to just know, because that's...
Okay, so let's see. I want to see if I can figure out like C minor, because that would be it's full step, half step, full step, full step, half step. Yay! Did it.
Wow, we didn't do all the intervals yet, though. We were in the middle of that, and I got thrown all over the place.
Hey, I'm still learning. That's what
we covered perfect fourths, perfect fifths, and the tritone. Anyway, so
let's see the tritone. That right?
Yeah, that's right. It's gross.
So that's, let's see. So that's let me think. That's one step, two. Yes, that's 2.5 steps.
It's 3 full steps. So Shad was right. That's probably why it's called the tritone.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
It's like if you keep going whole steps, I mean that's like the quintessential dreamscape.
Yeah.
That's the whole tone scale right there. Yep. So after the perfect fifth, we have the minor sixth and the major sixth. Pretty self-explanatory.
No wait. This is the minor sixth. I'm pressing
that's-
C and A.
That's the major six. It's a white key.
Oh.
Remember?
Okay. Oh, yeah,
strategy.
Yes.
Your strategy that almost worked, except the fourths and the fifths are all perfect.
Yes.
Don't give a fuck what you think. Yeah. So that's the minor. It doesn't sound very minor. The minor sixth is the hardest interval to identify by ear because it doesn't sound like anything. It's very, very weird sounding. You got your major sixth, and then what do you think the next one would be called?
Let's see.
Your method.
I'm assuming. Let's see. So that's fifth, sixth. So I'm assuming minor seventh.
That's right. And then
major seventh,
and then octave.
Okay. So when does it start on the minor and major numbers again? I think that's on G. Or because so the perfect fifth, and
then it's minor sixth. Only the fourth and fifth are perfect. All the other scale degrees are minor or major.
Well, yeah. Well, so let's see. So from the perfect fifth to the octave, it's got the fifth, the sixth major, seventh major, all that jazz.
Yeah.
And then we have the tritone.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember the other ones before that though.
It's the major third, minor third, major second, minor second.
Okay.
It's organized.
Yeah, there's definitely a pattern. So major second, minor second.
Yeah, modes are a bit more advanced.
Yeah. See, so no wait. Sorry. The C and the D would be the major second, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and then so minor second, major second, and then what would be a C and then a D sharp?
A D sharp. Oh, that's the minor third.
Minor third. Okay, then major third.
Yep. Perfect
and
fourth.
Perfect fourth, and then the tritone. Okay.
Perfect fifth.
So minor second, major second. Minor third, major third.
Yeah.
Perfect fourth.
Yep.
Tritone.
Yep.
Perfect fifth.
Gotcha.
Minor sixth.
Perfect.
Major sixth.
Yep.
Minor seventh.
Yep.
Major seventh.
Yep.
Chord.
Okay.
Yeah. And what are those called again?
These are
tones?
intervals.
Intervals. Okay.
These are when you hear two notes. These are how they're related to each other. It could be like if I played this. That's a major third. I'm playing a G and a B. That's a major third interval. It doesn't matter that I'm playing, I'm in a different key now. When you hear that, you should know that's what a major third sounds like. There are little fun sort of memorization tools that help. For instance, the perfect fourth, here comes the bride. So when you hear that, you want your brain to go somewhere, and that's an easy way to identify it. Same with the fifth. That's the Star Wars theme.
That's cool. That's neat.
The major six is what's that? The NBC logo.
Oh yeah.
It's every freaking ear trainer I've ever had has taught me these ways of memorizing things.
What are the other ones? These are fun.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what they taught me. If anyone has any.
Yeah, if there are any other ones.
Any little tricks.
This is fun.
Yeah,
I'm learning a lot.
Intervals are important.
Now, do intervals help you identify chords? Is it I know chords have special names.
They definitely do. Intervals are what make up chords.
Yeah. Because let me see the C sharp chord is the major third, and then let's see that would be a half step and a whole step. I think that's two major thirds, isn't it?
What, for a major chord?
For a major C, yeah.
It's not. I wish it was, mate. But But a major chord is a major third and a minor third.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's just the way it is. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I need to learn to associate like the C section of the keyboard with everything else.
Yeah, that's important.
Practice.
If you stack two major thirds on top of each other, you get the augmented chord, which sounds like this. You'd think that two major thirds would sound nice together, but they don't.
That would be this?
Yeah. So you got the major third of C and E, and then the major third of E and G sharp. And that's just not a pretty sound.
No.
Now, a minor chord is two minor thirds stacked. So that one kind of makes... Oh, wait, no, it's not. Sorry. It's a minor third on the bottom and a major third on top.
Oh, actually, that rolls into one I was thinking about. Are like what are the names for those types of chords that don't follow? Like where the
we can talk about chords. We can talk about chords. There are 4 types of chords you should know about as a starting musician: major chord, minor chord, augmented chord, diminished chord.
Okay.
All of these are made up of 2 intervals stacked on top of each other. There are that many combinations, which is why there are that many chords.
That's a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 combinations. I mean, that's not that many. It's 4. So, yeah, major third and minor third makes a major chord. Minor third and major third makes a minor chord. 2 minor thirds stacked on top of each other gets you the diminished. And then 2 major stacked on each other gets you that augmented. Those are the 4 types of chords.
Okay.
That's not a true statement. But please understand.
Yeah. Does it matter what order they go to? They go in? Like, can you have... Well, actually, yeah, you just said like...
It does matter the order. That's what makes up those 4 types of chords.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Neat.
So how about you play me a C minor chord?
Okay, C minor. So that would be whole, half, whole, half. Or sorry, that's a scale brain.
Try to do it based on the intervals I taught you.
Yeah.
If a minor chord is a minor interval on bottom and a major interval on top, how would you stack that?
Minor interval.
A minor third interval, I mean. They're all thirds.
Yeah, so that's major, see, minor second, major second, so major third and minor third, you said.
Yes. Well, minor always comes first. Minor's the black key.
Yes, and then major third.
The bottom part is right. That's your minor third.
Oh, wait.
The top part needs to be a major.
Oh, wait, yeah. That?
No, that's neither.
Okay, wait, so... Oh, wait, sorry, it's a major third, minor third?
It's a minor third on the bottom and a major third on top.
Okay, now I figure out what the misunderstanding is. The top,
when I say the top, I mean between the second note and the third note. That interval needs to be a major third.
Okay. So major third. So that would be that. And then a minor third?
Minor third on the bottom.
Minor third on the bottom. So that.
That's a major third.
Oh, wait.
Minor third on the bottom. There you go. And now from the second note, major third.
So 1 step, 2 step.
There it is. Got it?
Hooray!
Now, how would you turn that into a major chord? You only have to move the middle note.
Yes.
There you go. I was about to say, you have a 50-50 shot of doing that right. You did it. That's a major third on the bottom and a minor third on the top.
Just because my brain for some reason is like this isn't sticking as well as everything else. The bottom is the bottom is the last note and the middle is the second note.
When I say the bottom, I mean the first interval, so the first 2 notes of the chord.
Okay.
When I say the top, I'm talking about the second interval.
Okay.
So between the second and third note. I know that's probably not the most intuitive way to say that. I'm sure there's a better way to say that.
Well, because I wasn't sure like to view top as like the higher pitch and the bottom as the lower pitch of the keyboard.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, now it makes sense.
I'm splitting the chord up into intervals. Intervals
yeah,
are
yeah.
2 notes.
Yeah.
So the bottom interval, that's a 2-note, harmony.
Yeah.
And the top of the chord, that's another 2-note harmony. It's 3 notes altogether. I'm sure there's a better way to talk about it.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure how to like I'm perfectly fine now. I just wasn't sure what the orientation with the keyboard was.
Right. So how would you play a C diminished chord? It's 2 minor intervals.
2 minor intervals. So be that.
No, sorry, minor thirds. It's always thirds. Chords are built in thirds. So
okay, so minor third and minor. Let's see. That's a step and a half. So step. Oh wait, sorry. There we go.
That's right.
Yay!
How about
silly thumb?
Okay, now the augmented chord. This is 2 major third intervals stacked.
2 major thirds.
Yep.
So major thirds. So that's 1. Maybe. So that's 2. So we want 2 steps. So that's 1 step. That would be. Oh, oops. There.
That's right.
Yay.
So
1 second.
that's important to practice.
Yeah, let me see. Let me get some music notes. Music lessons. Okay, so I said Casson's silly brain. Actually, wait, let's do it the fun way. No. Okay, so what? Can we go over the chord types again?
Sure.
I'll write them down.
Major chord. You got a major okay. Chords are 3 notes. They're called. That's why they're called triads. 3 notes makes a chord. 3 notes or more, but 3 notes make a chord. So breaking the chord up into intervals, which are 2 notes. Intervals are 2 notes. A major chord is a major interval, and then a minor interval. Play them together, get a major chord.
Okay, so major. Okay, fuck this. I'm getting my bro keyboard. Stupid bro screen input. Being stupid. Where's Blue? Blue. Okay. Wakey, there you go. Okay. So major chord is 2 I'm
not talking about 7th chords anytime soon. Sorry.
Yeah. So a major chord is 2 majors or 2 major thirds. Right?
Sorry, what were you saying?
Major chord, 2 major thirds.
No, a major chord is a major third and a minor third.
Okay.
And this, I'm working from left to right here.
Yeah.
On the
Okay.
keyboard, bottom to top.
Okay. Next one.
Minor chord is a minor third and a major third.
Okay.
Then a diminished chord.
Okay.
Is a minor interval on the bottom and a minor interval on top.
So minor interval.
Yep.
Okay. And that means it can be anything, right?
Define anything.
Like you can have a major second or a major third, or sorry, minor third. Or
these
minor,
are only thirds. Chords are built from thirds.
Well, no. Well, you're saying Oh, okay. So, okay, but I mean, you can have any minor third.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I'm just practice them in C major or C major.
Okay.
Practice them in C.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the last one?
The last one is an augmented, which is a major and major. And again, these are all thirds. Only
Yeah.
thirds.
So all chords are thirds. Okay. Gotta remember that.
Yeah, the first interval is really what names the chord, you know. A major chord has a
Yeah.
major interval in the bottom. A minor chord has a minor interval in the bottom. So it makes it easy to immediately know what kind of chord you're dealing with.
Okay. So the major chord. Oh, I see. I spy pattern. Hello. I love me a good pattern. Neat. Okay, that's very helpful. So you want to keep reviewing the chords?
Sure. Can you play me an augmented chord?
Okay. Augmented is major, or yeah, augmented is major, major.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So major third. So let's actually here. Let's just start from other places. That's more fun.
Okay.
So major is 2 steps from the starting note. So that's 1 step. That's a half step. So it would be there. Wait, full step. No, wait, no, it'd be there, and then 2 steps from that.
Where'd you start from?
Oh wait, right. Sorry. No, it'd be that one. Starting from D.
Yeah, that's a D augmented chord.
Yay!
It's great. I want you to play it right the first time, though.
I will.
All right, play a diminished chord. Also, if you're going to start in a random place, tell me what key you're starting with.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Diminished chord, minor. Okay, minor, minor. Got it. Okay. So starting from D, because I feel like it. So
I told her about flats. I told her that I was going to show her how flats work, but it's a lot of circles.
Step and a half. So step and a half. So that would be D, and that would be F, and then a step and a half from that is G sharp. Actually, yeah. Would in this case, but I would call it G sharp, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
It doesn't really. Diminished chords are so fucking minor. I don't know. Call it whatever you want.
I mean, half of them are minor.
Also, if you're just talking about music, you don't have to be right.
But still,
I'm not gonna give you a midterm. I might give you a midterm.
Honestly, I like school. That'd be great. But a diminished chord from D is the D, a D flat, and then a major G, right?
Wait. What?
Diminished chord from D.
From D. Try that again. Tell me those notes again.
It'd be the D, the F.
Yeah.
And then a G sharp.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yay.
Okay. Now just play a major chord, but don't play it in C. Don't play it in D either.
Okay. Major chord. See, so that's 2 major steps.
No, it's not.
Oh wait, major.
Read that again.
Oh wait. Major chord. Oh, major, minor, right? Major, minor. Okay, let's do it from A. That sounds like fun. Be there, and then a minor, so it'd be a half step from that.
No.
No? Because it's... Well, because let's see. Well, yeah, because it would be... Oh, wait a minute. I think
start from A. Wait, you just... Yeah, start from A.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what happened. I mixed up the things. Okay, so it would be a C, and then a... So B,
Here's a
C.
hint. It's the third and the fifth of the A major scale.
Well, the biggest chord types I need to get used to are the minor and major because.
Good.
Oh wait, I'm just a dumbass. Like the name tells you what the first interval is. Duh.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Silly brain. That's what I noticed before when I was rotating them out. And my brain was just like, "Hey, you're stupid now." Okay, so major is 2 steps. So that would be the A and then the C sharp,
Mm-hmm.
and then a half step would be the D flat.
No.
Because that's a full step. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's a step and a half. Silly brain.
Okay. Do you acknowledge?
Oh, I know that chord. That's an inside out.
Great. That's great, but that's not why we need to know these chords. We need to know them because of theory.
It's a really pretty chord. That's like my favorite inside out piece. Thank you,
Great.
Michael G.
Great. I got you.
Let's see. Where's the? Let's see.
Chad, that's exactly what I was gonna do next. But we got to get chords more fluent here. You got to understand that a major chord is 1, 3, 5.
Yeah.
All right.
1, 3,
So
5.
we're gonna backtrack for a second. Please bear with me.
Okay, I'm having a good time. This is really, really fun.
You have to understand immediately and get to the point where you understand immediately what scale degree is what. You got to understand when I say, all right, we're in A. All right, what's the third? C sharp. It's always C sharp. That's the third of A. That's the third note in the A scale. Instead of having to go, all right, let's see, A, whole step, whole step. You got to know it. That's like the people who are like, they have to go through the whole alphabet to know where the letters are. I'm sure you know people like that. I should have.
Yeah, well, that's what I plan on doing.
So when I'm talking about chords are built from thirds. It's the third note in the scale. It's the fifth note in the scale. 1 + 2 is 3. 3 + 2 is 5. These are intervals. It should be self-explanatory that when you're playing a minor chord, now we're in the minor scale. We know the minor scale. We know that the third of the minor scale is a C. We know that the fifth of the minor scale is an E, same as the major scale. That's why it's a perfect interval. It doesn't get qualified. So we know that's a minor chord. It's 3 notes, 1, 3, 5, built off the scale. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but eventually this should make sense in a way that correlates everything together.
Yeah, it does. It's something I'm just going to have to intuitively know. And I shall. And I learn. And I've got a keyboard. Keyboard, you're going to get used, buddy. You're going to be used, and it's going to be great.
So, how do we proceed from here? I mean, I don't know. Hold on, let me just check something. Okay. Wow. Because I want to teach you, like, putting all these things together, key signatures, scales, and chords, how you automatically know without thinking, you know what chords are in a key, a major or minor key. And the way you would begin to understand that is by taking...
Well, yeah, like you were just saying, if you know, where, like all the sharps and all that in a scale, then you know all the
you know the notes. You should know the
notes. All the notes, all the I keep forgetting what's the word for when you have 2 notes?
Interval.
Then you know all the intervals, then you know all the chords.
So,
it builds on each other.
If you play a C major chord, take those 3 notes and just using white keys, because we know the C major scale is all white keys, play all of the chords ascending.
Okay.
It should sound like this. No, ascending.
Ascending, sorry.
Okay, hold on. Slow down. I don't want to hear the sloppiness.
Yeah.
You don't have to be fast. There we go. Great. Now, let's do that again and identify what types of chords these are.
Oh, I love this game. Okay. Okay. This would be a. Let's see. It's full two majors, so that would be
It's not two majors.
Or no.
I know that you want major chords.
Oh, no.
I know that you want major chords
Well,
to
no,
just be major intervals. I do too.
Well, no, it's the half step between the E and the F. Let's see. So major. Okay. Because it's major.
Also, you should be able to identify it by sound. What does that chord make you feel? Is it a happy chord? Is it a sad chord?
Didn't I say C major?
I think so, but still. All right. Well, going forward, we're gonna identify these just by how they sound.
Okay.
Next chord. You play it first.
Yes.
Cool. Tell me without worrying about scale degrees. You should know. What
that would be that'd be a D. That's a.
You're doing scale degrees.
D.
I just want you to tell me how it makes you feel.
Okay, yeah, it's a minor.
Congrats, you're right.
Minor. Major.
Nope. No. Take a second and think about how it sounds.
Yeah. Minor. Major.
Great.
Major.
No. You're moving too quickly. You don't have to move so quickly. Take a second and feel the chord out.
Alright, minor. The A, the minor.
You're right. But what's this one? This is a trickier one.
My brain says minor.
It's not. It's diminished.
Diminished.
Major scales have a diminished chord on the 7th scale degree. It's just the way it is. So, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major. Wow, that's great. But you should get to know how these sound.
Yeah.
This should immediately sound like a minor sound to you. This should sound like a major sound. And the 5th isn't giving you any information. It's the 3rd on the bottom that does it. That's a minor sound. That's a major sound. That's a major sound. It's a minor sound. And it's important to know what chords are in a major scale.
Yes, I need to get that to know how it coordinates with all this stuff. This is an interval. Note that real quick. No, chords are 2 or no, chords are 3 intervals. One more.
Yeah.
An interval is 2, so brain.
Yeah, you got to get familiar with how the different chords sound. I agree with Shad. Just play a bunch of diminished chords for 30 minutes. This is not my recommendation, but go ahead.
I do. I'm just impatient.
You
I know the sound of chords.
I hate that music takes thousands of hours when it just kind of does. That's why people generally learn instruments when they're 10. It's because by the time they're 30, they've spent 20 years playing the damn instrument. I hate that it has to be that way. You know? Mm-hmm. I just want to pick up a guitar and in 3 or 4 weeks be able to play it. But that's just... And everyone approached... I had this problem with Alex. I had this problem with Nikki. Both of them have this problem where they just think they're going to pick an instrument and know it. And it just takes a couple decades. It actually takes a couple decades. I'm not.
I mean, like Ryan.
Like, it sucks, but it's
in
real.
Alex's defense, he did teach himself piano and bass.
Yeah, but all that music theory came from me.
Ah, fair.
And he learned bass at the level of someone who's just starting bass.
Mm. How long did he, like, when did he start learning bass? I forget.
Like, when he was, like, senior in college. He could play a bass line because I had spent years drilling music theory into his head, so he at least didn't have that as a barrier. So it was just the technique. And, like, sure, he could play a quarter note bass. Oh, we haven't talked about rhythm yet. That's fine.
Ooh,
that's not important rhythm. Right now. No.
Honestly, like, I have a good rhythm. I can listen to a piece and go and tap it out and keep time.
Good. That's really
what
good.
What I have problem is identifying rhythm. That I would say that's one of my biggest weaknesses when it comes to music is like, aside from 4/4, which is, the easiest, is
rhythm. We're not talking about rhythm yet though.
Yeah, and like I know the waltz, which is
that's 3/4.
I think 3/4, yeah. 3/4, and those are the only two that I can actively identify.
Like with music theory, I want you to understand why things are. It's so important to know
I
why
love
things
knowing
are.
why things are. That's like that's the thing that annoyed me the most about school. Is like, I'd ask why do thing, and they'd be like, because test, and I'm like, but what about after test? And they'd be like, I don't know. So, like, I love knowing why. Why is the best question.
I just found
get so much more information.
Sticky stuff on the side of this mic clip, and I don't know what it is. It's like a rectangle of sticky. Ew.
I would like some candy. I feel like this is a payroll board. My mom went to Walmart and bought me lots of Reese's.
Nice.
Cigars. Actually, it was great. I tried opening this after breakfast because I'm like, I want some candy. And I couldn't get them open. I'm like, fine, universe. You don't want me to have it right now. You want me to be healthier. I know that.
On a dark desert highway. Oh, no, fuck it. I hit the wrong chord. All right, abort. Joke aborted. Play Freebird.
Made me laugh.
Ew. Okay, I peeled the sticky stuff off. What is
Yay.
this? It's weird.
Yeah, my like wireless phone charger. Yeah. There used to be these like sort of like moon shaped, slightly curved things on the outside to like raise up your phone and like keep it, from falling off a little more easily. But they, like, when I was in Boston, they just started peeling off, and I'm like, fuck it, and then just ripped all of them off. There was like 3, one of them came off on their own, and the others started peeling, and I'm like, fuck it.
If I had enough talent to get content ID'd by singing Hotel California, I think that'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah, I would say.
Especially considering I'm playing an instrument that doesn't appear in that song. So that'd be impressive.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I want to see something. I'm going to go through the chords. So let's see. Major, minor, minor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Major.
Mm-hmm.
Major.
Yeah.
And that's the.
No.
Oh no.
What's all white keys in A? It's minor. It's always minor.
Okay, minor. And because I remember you saying one of them was
the seventh scale degree. The B is a diminished chord.
Diminished one.
Oh yeah.
So could
sorry, chat stuff. I've seen those. Have you seen those videos, Allison, where they take like a song with lyrics or like somebody speaking and they run it through piano, like a synth piano, right? Like a
Oh
MIDI
yeah.
piano, and you can kind of still hear the person speaking even though their voice isn't in it. It's very weird.
Mhm.
It's a weird
Yeah,
illusion.
it is weird.
It's very strange.
It's a nice question. On average, without playing the piece, how long does it take you to know what key a song is in?
4 or 5 seconds.
Hmm.
If I'm in front of a piano, I don't have perfect pitch. I can't just listen to a song and tell you that it's in F.
Mm.
But if I'm like with a group and I'm jamming or something, and then somebody starts playing a song, at this point I'll just play it. I'll just play it. I'll just do it. I'm not trying to brag. That's just you get to a point where you have the language in your head. I don't know.
Let's see that would be that's a
Interesting
minor
shit.
third.
I saw a video where they took sine waves and they just layered harmonics until it sounded like a person, and it's really weird. But yeah, you can just do it.
That would be a full step and a half step. So. Let's see. Minor. Let's see, minor major. So I think that would be the. I think. Yeah, am I right in that this is F minor?
No, that's F diminished.
Diminished. Did I look at the wrong thing?
Those are 2 minor intervals, which makes a diminished chord.
Oh, right. Okay. There we go.
Wait, what?
I think.
What are you playing?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, there you go. You were playing some weird ass 6th
Yeah,
chord.
my thumb was just like, and I'm like, Yeah, so the biggest ones I got to memorize are the diminished and the augmented, because the major and the minor, it all just matters which one, like which does minor or major come first, which are easy.
That is true, Shed. Diminished chords don't have fifths; they just have fourths.
Diminished chord, minor. So diminished is minor, and oh, okay, that's an easy way to remember it. Okay. The diminished, you're making things smaller. Which one?
Yeah, it is a smaller chord. It's more contained.
Well, yeah, and then the major or the augmented. When you're augmenting something, you're usually making it bigger.
Yeah.
And they're bigger chords. Okay, now I had them memorized. Yay! My brain is really, really good at figuring out patterns and making really weird ways or things like finding ways to memorize shit, especially when it's fun. What's the wedding song? It's not.
What? The fourth? That's a perfect fourth interval. That is what a perfect fourth sounds like. Pokemon music, yes, that's what I was playing. Gen 5 music hits differently. Whoa!
Neat. So what brain are there any chords that don't fall under major, minor, augmented, or
diminished?
Or diminished?
No, not really. Because those are triads, right? They're 3-note chords built with thirds. Anything else you do, you'd be adding what's called extensions or what do they call? What do jazz musicians? Tension notes. That's what jazz musicians call those. So above those, you would add sevenths, and then ninths, and then 11ths, and then 13ths.
Oh, that's what the number means. Okay.
And just strictly talking about scale degrees. So, you know, if you were to add a seventh onto a major chord, it would sound like that. Please don't learn this yet. And then
I mean, I can tell when we do go over it, it won't make sense.
Yeah.
Just
but,
from your.
but chord intervals generally, they go up to 13. 13 is your biggest chord interval. So if I were to play a D minor chord all the way up to 13, it would sound like this. That's a full 13th chord spread out equally over the octave. It's all just thirds. All the way up. But you don't need to know that.
D minor. Oh, there. Okay, mom. So, cause that's a step and a half. Yeah, and then we want 2 steps from these. Carson, I'm just curious. Have you ever played piano in your sleep?
What do you mean?
Like have you ever has anyone ever told you, or you ever knew your hands would move in your sleep and act like you were playing piano?
They can't though. That's your body isn't. No, I guess no. I mean, I've played piano in dreams, but isn't the whole point of being asleep that your body muscles lock? Isn't that why you have sleep paralysis? That you shouldn't be able to physically act out your dreams. I guess if you're a sleepwalker, you do, but.
Or if you have some sort of sleep disorder.
I'm not a mover.
No.
I've played piano while dozing off. That's called marching band.
Wait, you can play piano in marching band? That's a thing?
Yeah, in the percussion section. The percussion section's up in the front. They don't march. They just play marimba and vibraphone and piano and cymbals and bass drum.
I didn't know there were stationary bits of like all the marching bands I've ever seen, they've been going somewhere or going down a road. So
yes, that was Girl from Ipanema. Wow, you have such a good ear, Shad.
Do you have perfect pitch?
That's a good question. Do you have perfect pitch, Shad? What intervals are these? Man, I got to a point in ear training where the teacher knew that I was fine with intervals, so he would start literally being like, "Okay, Ryan, which notes did I leave out of that?" And I'd be like,
He's just like, "Oh, you think it's gonna be easy?"
It wasn't easy, but it's gotta be done. Oh.
I'm sick. I'll be right back.
Don't have perfect pitch. Same. Give me money. I played Megalovania. That makes sense. That sure was a guitar. Yeah. Some keys are bad. Yeah, like isn't F pretty bad? Oh, B, yeah.
I have returned. Also, I just remembered something about the headsets that I want to try. I want to see if you can hear me after I press the button. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, so the mute button does not work.
It's not a mute button. That's never been a mute button.
I don't know. I haven't used these in like a long time.
That's a play pause button.
Oh, right.
Like for
Okay.
media.
Yeah, that
Or a
makes sense.
hold down to Siri button.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. That makes sense. Dinner is going to be very easy because we had a lot of leftovers from last night, and I was going to have them for lunch, and then I didn't. So I shall have them for dinner.
That's weird. Maybe I do have some sort of pitch memory because I just went and it was in key. Like I meant to sing a third from E flat and I did it, and I wasn't doing that consciously. That's weird. Okay, never even thought about that.
So is there anything else you want to go over today?
I don't know.
After this, I'm gonna go look up a bunch of sheet music and see if I can see if I can know what scale it's in. When did you start learning piano?
I was like 8 or 9. Rhythm is pretty interesting. It's a whole can of worms. You're right.
Well, I opened the bat one.
La di da di da. Doody doody doo.
Yeah, because like if I'm looking at sheet music, I've got a better chance of figuring out rhythm, but I have trouble doing it intuitively. Because my brain wants to count the notes and not the time that they're in.
See, sheet music, I don't know. It's not going to be useful for my teaching.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just explaining,
I definitely know sheet music from playing in a band setting for a long time, but like, I don't use it. Rhythm is not just fractions. If rhythm was just fractions, then you would have third notes. You wouldn't call. No, rhythm is not just fractions.
Yeah, well, if I remember correctly, you're always dividing the notes by 2. So like you've got a whole note, half note, fourth note, eighth note, 16th note.
Yeah. Not a fourth note, a quarter note, but yeah.
A quarter note, yeah.
Yeah. So like in 3/4, you have 3 quarter notes per measure, which doesn't make sense. That's not how fractions work. You wouldn't have 3 quarter notes. Like stupid. So no, it's not just fractions.
I know about rest because like that's I think that's their third note.
All right, today we're going to learn about polyrhythm now.
Because I know it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I remember
that's a whole note. You play a whole note, or those are quarter notes.
Yeah, those are quarters, and then
those are eighth notes.
Eighth notes. Okay, so what's a third?
There aren't third notes. That's
or brain. Okay.
There aren't any. No third. Everything is multiples of 4, or
would that be a 16th note?
A 16th note would be, because there's 16 of them per for 4/4 measure. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And jog my memory, like the measure is like because each line is split up into 4 groups.
What?
like in sheet music.
We're talking about sheet music.
Well, like I'm just trying to like, because a measure is
A
rate
measure
4 notes?
is 4. If it's in 4/4, a measure is 4 quarter notes.
Okay, I
That's
see.
only if it's in
That makes
4/4. I mean, a
Yeah.
great deal of music is in 4/4. So yeah, that's why it's called common time, because it's fucking basic.
Yeah, well, that's the metronome. Do, 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 do.
Yeah. Well, a metronome can be
Actually,
whatever you want it to be.
Oh, you know what? I think this thing has a metronome on it.
Mine definitely does. It's right there. Click, click.
Where you be, Metro? Metronome. I do
I
not
don't know if that's
know.
coming through Discord or not.
Yeah, it is.
I also don't know how to change it.
Oh, metronome. Poke.
Yeah, that's a basic 4/4 measure.
Parts. I don't know what L and R do. Yeah, I never. I can never figure out how to alter that. Does it sound like it's like because nope, excuse me, go away. Stop it. How do I shut you up?
Drums.
I don't know. I don't know how to shut that up. No, how do I stop it?
You turn the keyboard off and back on.
Yeah, that's what I thought I
The
did.
coward's way.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to work this thing. Actually, here's a random question. Let's see. Well, let's see. You were born in '96, so give me your numbers. 1996.
There's no way there's that many patches.
Oh
on
yeah.
That thing, that thing probably
it's
has
just-
300 patches, maybe 500.
96.
My keyboard has like 10 patches. It's so advanced.
Okay, keyboard is one. Good to know. Yeah, I want to figure out how to work the metronome button. I think that would be helpful.
My like Yamaha Mo X8 over there, that thing has a bajillion zillion patches. But this one I just use because it sounds good, and it has like 5 patches, and they're all fine. And that's you get to a point in your career where you just want a good ass sounding piano, and this one has like 2 or 3 good sounding pianos, and that's all I need. What are you doing? What are you
Trying
doing?
to figure out the metronome. I think this is quarter time.
That's just 4/4. It's just regular ass 4/4. What tempo is that? It's like 100 beats per minute, or maybe 90.
Time, signature, left and right. I don't know what those do though.
You could probably just change the time signature. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do.
You probably have to hold down a button and then press left or right. I don't know. It's always a little weird.
Figure that out later. I know I saw them.
I didn't teach you how to like properly play the piano. I don't think I'm gonna be very good at that. Like I mostly want to teach theory because that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I know, you know, like a C major, you use your thumb, your middle finger, and your pinky.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, but yeah.
Oh, so that's what that. So Alex also learned that from you because he taught me wrong.
Alex the way Alex taught you is completely fucked and illogical. Not how I play chords. Not how human beings play chords. I don't know.
Because I actually had to unlearn that my senior year of high school when I took
the best feeling piano that I have is the one I'm playing on, or else I wouldn't be playing on it. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So how did Alex teach you how to play chords? I want to remember this.
If I remember correctly, because muscle memory is kind of undid itself. It was the thumb on the C,
Yeah.
an index finger on the D,
Yeah.
and then the ring finger, I think,
Wait,
on
no,
G.
that is right. The last time you told me this story, he like started with the point. It was completely fucked. That's how I play chords.
Really?
Thumb,
Because
pointer,
I don't
ring.
use.
I don't.
See, I do thumb middle ring.
That's fine.
Or
That's fine.
middle.
That's fine.
Huh.
Thumb, middle, pinky is totally fine. The reason I play it this way is because you don't have enough fingers for like a seventh. If you put your pinky off the top there, you're already out of fingers. You need more fingers. So that's why I play it the way I play it. But you're fine. The way you told me Alex taught you last time you told me this story, it was completely different. And
Yeah, like I said,
completely-
I don't really remember what he taught me.
I think you told me he plays it like index something. I don't know. Whatever. Stupid.
No, I'm just curious. Not that you have to teach me. I'm just curious how much I'm understanding intuitively by what you've already taught me. But would the seventh chord, like the seventh, should be the seventh major C? I'm not sure.
What?
Yeah, seventh major. Would that be the C, F, and then
No. That's an E. You gotta get these notes down. That's it. You're playing an E, not an F.
Right,
You gotta know it.
Gotta review. But a C and F, and then I think so that would be 5, and then a B.
At the top, yeah, that's a major 7 chord.
Hey, yay!
There are several types of 7th chords.
Yeah.
Several. And like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 types of 7th chords. Don't worry about it.
I get 4
There are
because
5.
yeah. Well, because it seems like the number you change the bottom of the chord, like you move the last note. I wish I could reach 13.
Don't worry about it. Stop trying these things. You can't. Before you run, you must walk, and all that.
Okay, I can only reach 10.
No, a 13th chord is played with 2 hands. You're not playing that with 1 hand.
Well, oh no, I'm just
Can you
curious how much
imagine
my
you would
fingers
need-
could reach.
My finger can reach.
I can reach an octave in 2 notes, so I can reach
wait.
from C to E.
Really?
Mhm.
Wait, play it?
I'm at like the very ends of the keys, but
What the fuck? I mean, yeah, I guess I can too. But I wouldn't. I'm surprised your hand is as big as mine. Like, what?
I mean, I've got very long fingers.
I guess. Yeah.
That's a very pretty sound.
There are like a very few people who can comfortably play a 10th, and they're like the magic, like miracle people. Apparently, that's like a big deal if you can do that.
Now, what would be the name of this brain this vocabulary list? Where is it?
Interval?
Yeah,
I would call. I mean,
because it's a C, then an E,
I
and
don't
then
know.
a
If you were doing ear training, you would just call that a major third. To be honest,
major. Oh, okay.
even though it's up the octave, it's a 10th. But 10ths don't exist.
Hmm.
9ths exist, but 10ths you don't really call it. You wouldn't call it a 10th.
Let's see, where was that chord that I was like? I think it was in the B's. Oh, wait a minute. Would it be? Because it would be those.
Non-standard keys. I mean, if you have unlimited money, you can build whatever piano you want.
I mean, they've been doing that with organs for centuries. So. There it is. Okay, so it'd be the.
I didn't teach you about inversions yet, but we'll get to those.
Well, I'm assuming just because the word inversion that you're just flipping the chord upside down.
Yep, pretty much. Well, kind of, sort of. Yeah, kind of.
I am an English major. I can infer things.
Because what are you playing right now? What are those notes?
That would be B, D, and F.
That's not an F. That's a G. You gotta know these notes.
Brain.
But
G.
speaking of these three notes, do you know what kind of chord this is?
Yes, that's what I was. That would be a. Actually, wait. Let's see.
I bet you're
I know
gonna be wrong.
I know it's a B.
It's not.
Let's see. B. Let's see. Wait, because that's a. Oh yeah. So that's.
It's
And then how
not.
many?
It's not gonna match up with any of the things you've written down.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how many steps it is. Let's see. So that's
Quite a few.
this one. Full step. So that's 2. So that's because that's. I don't know what it would be called, but I know because it's a B, and then there's I think a step and a half between the D and the F or the G.
Yeah. Well, no. It's 2.5 steps, but it's not. It's not
Yeah,
a. It's not a B chord at all. It's a G
No?
chord. It's G major. You're playing it in first inversion.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a G major chord in first inversion.
Okay, so it's a G major. Full step. Oh wait, oops. 2 steps.
Piano's darkest secret. What the fuck? Oh. Standard piano key set? I don't know. It's fine. Maybe they did.
Okay, and then back to this. Oh, okay. I have an idea. Let's see. So that would, I'm actually, well, I'll do it off the camera, but I'm gonna go through brothers from FMA and figure out, like all the chord types for practice and the intervals.
Good luck with that.
I mean, I know I can do
It's
it.
a song from an anime, so it's gonna be all over the place.
No, well, because I mean, like you can do it fancier, but I've, at least I can figure out the intervals. At least the best I can. Like it's better practice than just pressing random keys on the keyboard. Because that sounds boring.
All with a common root note. Yeah, that's. I think if you're learning piano, though, learning the modes by. I don't know. What is the easiest way to learn modes? I don't really know. How did I learn modes? I mean, I learned them by knowing what white key scales are, I don't really know how I learned them after that. Like, how would I know that G Dorian is that? I'm trying to think how I even learned that.
I forget, what does Dorian or the chord or the what does Dorian mean again?
It's one of the musical modes. It is.
Oh.
All the white keys from D to D would form the pattern of what a Dorian scale is. It's very similar to minor, except it has a major 6 in it instead of a minor 6. That's the only difference. The rest is just, it's a minor scale. So like D minor sounds like this. D Dorian sounds like this. It's got that major 6 in there.
But actually, what's this question? What made you want to learn piano in the first place? Or did you get a choice?
Who picks what they want to do as a kid? I don't know.
That's a step and a half. So is that. So what?
Try real hard, yeah. Lydian is the best mode. Fucking love Lydian. You get that second scale degree major chord. It's very show tuney.
Yeah, that is it. So that's a step and a half, and then
That's a diminished chord you're playing.
Yeah. So, gotta just know. So, does a diminished chord sound like generally like sadder than a minor chord?
Yeah. It's like sad, but in a sort of dissonant way.
Yeah, that's how like there's like a sort of
And the reason is because it doesn't fall into the minor scale, you know? It's got a tritone right in it.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't really fall into any scale, so it's extra dissonant.
And then the tritone, or correction, a tritone was like C to F major.
What? You just used a whole bunch of random words.
Sorry, C is
C and F sharp? Yeah, that's a tritone.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a tritone in the C scale.
Yeah. Okay, so let me the tritone is one
Space
step.
related or yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's
also the Simpsons theme song is Lydian. That's a Lydian mode right there.
Oh. And Lydian is what scale with only the white keys?
F. It's exactly a major scale, except it has a sharp fourth. It has a tritone in the scale. Oh my god, did I just lie about no scales having tritones? Ignore that part, because Lydian definitely has a tritone. But somehow it's considered academically as the happiest or brightest scale, even though it has a weird interval in it. It's real good. You get that kind of sound out of it.
And then this is the G major, right?
That is a G major scale, yeah.
Yeah.
It has the F sharp borrowed from the circle of fifths.
Yeah. And then let me see the minor. Actually, you know, that's something I can do. Yeah. Yeah, so I can note down, especially for the minor scale, what the step pattern is. Meh. Scale.
Eventually you get into like music philosophy of like songs are in keys for a reason because C sharp is objectively the darkest sounding key, and I'm starting to like get it, and it's scary. Like, yeah, C sharp minor is the darkest key.
Neat. Where's it? Huh. There we go. It's a C. Whole, half, whole, half, whole.
Whole.
Yeah. Whole, half, whole, half, whole. I'm just gonna put letters. Oh wait, actually they both start with H. Never mind. Actually, yeah, that's what I'll do. whole, whole, half, whole. Bunch of H's.
There's that Bill Wirtz song recently where he like played the lick in like the middle, but he made it like a joke. But he did it like a fourth up from the key, and it sounded great. It was like, I don't know, whatever. It's really good. He's a very, very, very good musician. By the way, when I said the lick, Allison, there's a popular meme.
Okay, yeah, my God.
Where like anytime you mention jazz, someone's like, yeah, jazz, and that's known as the lick. So it's like a meme now. And if you put it in a solo, people will laugh at you.
But okay, so that's the minor scale. And I can do. Let's see. Whole, half, or no. Whole, half, whole, half. Okay.
Wow.
Major scale. There we go. I shall memorize the table. I shall memorize. Let's see. Let's see.
I was talking about the ground plane. That's the recent song I was talking about. It's like a vocal solo in it.
No. Whole half.
What are you doing?
There we go.
I wasn't listening, but I don't know what you're doing.
Try to do the D minor chord, G minor scale.
G minor scale?
D.
Oh, D minor scale.
Yeah, because it would be whole, half, whole, half, whole,
Yeah.
whole.
It's all white keys, but there's a B flat.
Yes, that
Oh
there
my
is.
god, why is there a B flat? Maybe it has something to do with the circle of fourths. Fucking stupid circle of fourths. I don't even, like, I'm going to probably try to teach you the circle of fourths, and I don't even know if I know it right. So it might just turn into a shit show. But from what I understand, it works.
Memorize, like, all the major, minor, they're like all the major as in important minor chords. Now let's do F. Whole, let's see, whole, half, whole. Oh wait, because question does the rule of no double letters apply to minor chords or minor scales?
After a certain point, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Wait, because what are you trying to play? F is always a funky key because it's so far. It's like all the way at the back end of the circle. So you start getting like double sharps and shit.
Yeah, well, that's because it'd be whole.
F is a scary key. So enharmonically, you could just call the notes whatever you want. I won't be angry. No. There's no B natural in an F minor.
Whole, half, whole, half, whole, yeah. So whole, half. No wait.
No, you're right.
Oh, yeah. I do it. Wait. Neat. Because the cool thing is, like, I could totally just write these down and memorize them.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. My favorite thing about like when I was learning how to read sheet music was the funny thing is we had to remember like where the notes go.
Yep.
Every good boy does
Every
fine.
good boy deserves fudge.
Oh yeah, there's that one too.
Every
There's
good
face.
boy does fine. FACE. You put them all together and you get. But that's only treble clef. And then there's bass clef, which is G, B, D, F,
Yeah,
A.
what-
Good boys deserve fudge always.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
And you understand the points of the clef.
Stupid acronyms. for
Anybody
stupid
in the
things.
Anybody in the chat know what the points of the clefs are? I
Oh,
can't
because
remember.
different instruments play in different ranges. So if you
Oh,
tried
really?
to play a low instrument in treble clef, the notes would be off the page.
Okay, so the clefs tell you what's like what octaves?
Yeah, it's an octave range.
Oh, okay.
It makes it easier to keep the notes on the staff.
Yeah, it does. Neat. This is neat.
That's like talking about instruments that aren't in concert pitch. I don't know the whole story about that, but for
Wait,
instance,
what's concert pitch?
concert pitch is what we've been using this whole time.
Ah.
But if you picked up an alto saxophone and tried to read sheet music, you'd be fucked. Because alto sax, what's a B flat in an alto sax? Well, or I should say, if you played a G on your alto sax, if you read the note G and you played a G, it would sound like this. That's not a G. That's a B flat. It's just, I guess it's a way to make sheet music easier to read for certain instruments that play in specific note ranges. But alto sax, tenor sax, trumpet, all these instruments do not play in concert pitch.
No, there's a bathroom nearby. Is there anything else we want to go over today?
I don't think so.
Oh, did anybody else in the chat have any other way of remembering remembering intervals?
Well, Shad said that the fifth interval he always thought of like a royal horn going like, you know. I always know it from
Oh,
the
yeah.
Star Wars theme.
Wait. Oh no! You know what it makes me think of? The Universal logo, or like the Universal opening. Da 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 da.
Yeah. Bum,
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I only ever heard that tune when I was watching Land Before Time movies. Thanks, Universal. Like that was a good chunk of my childhood. Okay, so let's see. Minor second, major second. Sorry, minor. Minor third, major third. Perfect. No, wait, perfect. Wait, yeah, no, perfect fourth.
Wait, you're not playing the interval
Oh, wait, brain.
that you're saying though.
There you go.
That's a fifth.
Oh, okay, there's perfect fourth. Brain. My thumb keeps perfect fourth. What was this one? The tritone.
Yeah.
Perfect fifth.
Yep.
Minor sixth.
Mhm.
Major sixth. Minor seventh.
Mm-hmm.
Major seventh.
Mm-hmm.
Octave.
There's also a specific title for each scale degree, and I straight up don't remember what they are. The most important one is the root of the scale is called the tonic. This is a tonic. C would be the tonic of the C major scale. And that's kind of an important, but there's literally a name for all of it. There's like the sub-mediant and the super-mediant. I don't fucking remember.
Isn't a tonic like something that like makes you shit?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, so we have major sixth, or no, major seventh, minor seventh, major sixth, minor sixth, perfect fifth, tritone, perfect fourth, major third, minor third, major second, minor second.
Next time we stream, I'm going to play these intervals out of context, and you're going to have to tell me what they are. So you better get your shit together.
I will. This will be fun. I don't know if I'll have as good of an ear as you, but I should certainly try my best. How long have I been streaming for anyway?
Like 2 hours, 3 hours,
cool.
2 hours, 8 hours.
Definitely not 8 hours. But yay. Let me see though. I know that's a D minor. It's by the sound. Actually, I think all of Brothers chords are in minor.
If the song is in D minor. Oh, wait, no. See, this is the problem with fucking anime music. It's non-Western. They're just gonna play whatever the fuck they want. You know what chord isn't in D? There's no G major chord in a D minor scale. What's your name, Allison?
It was written for an anime, but Brothers was actually written by Russians.
Still, though, we need a more basic song for you.
I like that song.
Good for you.
The Russian version is better because they like the little kid at the time who played the younger brother Alphonse yes. doesn't sing now, didn't sing then, and so they had to cut out the part that wouldn't make any sense for the voice for Edward to sing. So it's significantly shorter and not as good. And there's the original Russian version and 2 German translations, one of which I love, and they're the full song, and it's awesome.
We need a song that's just exclusively in a nice diatonic key that stays in that key without any accidentals or modal changes. We need an easy song, and I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, and I don't fucking know.
Can I send you some of the German music? Will that count? Is that Western enough?
I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Nice and diatonic. Or Ode to Joy. I'm not even playing it right. I'm not a classical musician. I'm a jazz musician. Nothing I play is something you should be thinking about.
Were you the one that got Alex into jazz, or did he like jazz before you met him?
I don't know. I'm sure it was a me thing.
Do you think anything from movie soundtracks would be usable?
Maybe.
Not. Ooh, what about? Oh wait, my phone should be definitely charged enough.
Shad sent a link to an ear training thing.
Oh, neato. Thanks, Shad.
I can't click it right now, but it's there.
Yeah. the computer thing. See,
Are you about to play a
community.
song that's going to get me in trouble on the internet?
No.
Are you
Although
sure?
actually, yeah. Let's see.
I don't believe
and
you.
I forget what I was gonna pick actually, but I know it wasn't anything like. Oh yeah, that's my music.
When I say get me in trouble, I mean copyright.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get to the part that I want to try and play.
My butt hurts. Yeah.
Is that playable?
No,
I
of
like
course
it.
not. I need a simple piece of music.
It's pretty though.
Yeah, so what's your point? I don't
Oh,
know.
actually, wait. Let me find the Inside Out thing that chord made me think of. I know where that is. It's in my music playlist. I'm too cheap to buy songs. Did I pass it? Nope. There. Okay. I think. Yes, it's in here. Ads. Maybe not there yet. Let's see. Oh, no, okay. There it is. Okay, there we go. It's coming. Here it is.
What about it?
Like that's I believe that's the chord, or one of those is the chord that I was like, I know that chord. I was just like, wait, that chord rings a bell.
I don't know, but I think we need to stop.
Yeah. But I shall practice, and we shall do some quizzing next week, or
Hi.
later.
To anyone watching this, please continue to come to our streams. We're doing one
Yeah.
on Thursday. I want you to watch it.
I'm so excited for this new game. Sonic.
So, please watch that stream. Thank you.
Yeah, Sonic Thursday, 7 o'clock. Yay. Actually, no, 7:30 because I'm gonna be late and I want to be like
damn
I want to start because Jujutsu.
Force Andrew to stream late then. Hope he's ready. Anyway, I'm ending the stream now.
Okay.